I don't know. I think this is going to be a really wild ride. I'm kind of concerned because there's 6 artists playing and the schedule is going to be really tight. And I'm not sure what kind of freaky surprises are in store for the costumes and whatnot. And I try to, plan out the set times and make sure everybody's happy with that. But that didn't really work out. And so there's been a little dissension. And there's a band playing first that no one could agree on that. But that's the way it turned out. And so I try to shore up things at the last minute. And so hopefully we'll be done by like 1 a.m. and the cops won't come.
It's really good for the stuff that we do because there aren't a lot of venues, like certainly not Club Downtown and stuff, that are really open to doing more experimental stuff. Yeah. And this place is like, yeah, if you guys want to come do it, then you can come do it. So we can just kind of do whatever the hell we want.
It has an ambience, it has a friendliness that kind of allows people to relate to one another. So that's my take on it, just that there's a chance to be, it's not pretentious in any way.
It needs work. There's some of those tiles up there are missing. It's kind of small. It's kind of bland. I hope we're not like desecrating it by playing music in a church. But then, what are churches for? To play music.
It sounds good in here. It's comfortable. It's on a different part of town than the usual stuff. It's just a good time.
How do you think? My big day, it was the biggest day of my life. It was the summer of my career. I felt so bad and I drank too much beer. The manager said that I should not appear, but I walked out onto the stage and started to speak. The first night I missed in a couple of years. I explained to the crowd, but they started to cheer. Just when I wanted to be there.
Well, I think we've tried to focus pretty much on creative improvised music, jazz, maybe more along the lines of free jazz. There's been some rock shows. There have been loud, jangly music shows. A lot of very quiet music. Music's so quiet that you're sort of afraid to move around in your chair because the squeaking might be confused with something the band is playing.
It's actually something active going on where people are interested in it, as opposed to just a bar trying to sell some booze. So they don't, half the places you play, they just don't care and they're not interested in the music. They just want to sell a bunch of beer, and that's fine. It's a business, but as a musician, that's not really what you're going for.
We were kind of avoiding. I guess it's too late. But we were kind of avoiding getting too much attention at first because we were wanting to remain under the radar, so we didn't have to worry about TABC, and didn't have to worry about the fire marshal, and didn't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. A bunch of friends started it up, and certain people were serious about it, and certain people were kind of just reaching on it, and it kind of became
How many rooms are there here?
There's 4.
Okay.
This is a room.
This counts as a sleeping quarters?
The attic.
Oh, the attic, okay.
It's great, but it's also real tiring sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great. I mean, it's really just fantastic. To be able to come home and just know there's something going on. You don't have to seek it out. It's in your house.
Hey, there's some magic happening here.
Magic?
Yeah.
Excuse
Come
me,
on.
Nathan. Magic is happening.
Shh, don't break it.
Yeah.
It's a little kid, so don't let him see you. We got a lot of nice food and nice folks here, so it's good. I was hoping a few more neighborhood people would show up. I don't think anyone has yet. Well, the deal with the space is that people rent it from me, essentially. You know, they set their door price, do whatever they want, and we get $75.
That's kind of the struggle, because if you want to try to find a way to make money here, you also have to like measure it against any sort of like compromise towards the whole purpose of the place. So that's the tricky part, and right now we're just not making money.
This place, this in between, say, Chicone and Robert T. Martinez or Pleasant Valley, and in between 7th and Cesar Chavez is, you know, per my own cartography, a pretty Hispanic neighborhood generally. It's pretty blue collar. A lot of working folks. There's the projects across the street, the Santa Rita Courts. Pretty clean cut for projects. They seem pretty successful. Lots of kids over there. The folks are real tolerant. I mean, they let us do our thing here, and they don't complain for the most part, unless we really deserve it. And just kind of let us coexist here. It's a full-time job trying to, you know, make an art space.